So, according to Coulomb's law, the force between the two charges in vacuum is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r square. What happens when the same charges are placed in a medium, any medium? That force becomes F dash is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 upon r square. This is epsilon is the absolute permittivity of medium, and this epsilon 0 is the absolute permittivity of vacuum. When charges are placed in vacuum, we have to take epsilon 0 naturally, and when the charges are placed in certain medium, then we have to take epsilon, that is permittivity of medium. This permittivity of the medium is, let us again start with the same concept, that if we have epsilon and epsilon 0, the permittivity of free space and the permittivity of medium, so we can correlate these two quantities with the help of absolute permittivity of the medium to the absolute permittivity of free space. Their ratio is equal to the relative permittivity of that particular medium. Suppose हमने water लिया है, so this epsilon is the absolute permittivity of water, this epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space, and this epsilon r is the relative permittivity of water. And the relative permittivity is always calculated with the help of, that is with the respect of this epsilon 0. So this is epsilon r, and one more term is used here, and that is dielectric constant. This dielectric constant of the medium is equal to the relative permittivity of the medium, which is the ratio of the permittivity of the medium to the permittivity of free space. What should be the SI unit of relative permittivity and dielectric constant? They are the ratio of two same types of quantities. That's why it's a unitless, dimensionless quantity. It's a simple number. Epsilon की भी वही यूनिट है जो epsilon 0 की है, और ये इन दोनों का क्या है? रेशियो. ये इन दोनों का क्या है? रेशियो. That's why it is also a unitless quantity. So in vacuum, force is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r square, and in medium it is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r q1 q2 upon r square. Distance should be same, magnitude of the charges should be same. Write here F dash or anything which differentiates these two forces. Do not get confused here. We can rewrite it as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 k q1 q2 upon r square. This epsilon r and k is same. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is, as we have studied earlier, 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. One more task for you. Find out the dimensional formula of epsilon 0, that is permittivity. This is Coulomb square per Newton per meter square. Find out the dimensional formula of permittivity. Let us write our Coulomb's law in vector form. Charge q1, charge q2, and this q1 upon q2 is greater than 0. Then this distance is the distance from R1, that is R12 is the distance from 1 to 2, and this is unit vector. The direction of this unit vector is from 1 to 2, and the magnitude of this unit vector is of course 1, And what is unit vector? It is R12 upon the magnitude of R12. And the magnitude of R12 is of course R. So it becomes R12 upon R. What about R21? अगर R12 का डायरेक्शन 1 से 2 है तो R21 का डायरेक्शन क्या होना चाहिए? 2 से 1. Let us write about R21. R21 is equal to, R21 unit vector is equal to vector R21 upon the magnitude of R21, of course again, which is equal to R. So it becomes R21 upon R. What about these two vectors? इनमें सिर्फ क्या difference है? Their magnitude is same, only the thing is their directions are different. So we can write, क्या लिख सकते हैं आप यहाँ पे? We can write that vector R12 is equal to minus R21. This is the force between the two charges. These charges are repelling each other. That's why F12 and F21 are acting in opposite direction. What will happen if we have taken two negative charges? Again, there is repulsion between the two charges. This is negative charge 1, this is negative charge 2. Q1 and Q2 is again greater than 0. Distance between them is again R, distance R12, and the forces are repulsive in nature. So how to write the Coulomb's law in vector form? This is the vector form of Coulomb's law. F12, that is force on 1 due to 2, is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square R21, distance measured from 2 to 1. What about F21? F21 कितना होगा? नोट डाउन इन योर कॉपी. ये नोट्स मैं आपको बाद में प्रोवाइड कर दूंगी, लेकिन इस वक्त आप वो क्वेश्चंस किया करिए अपनी कॉपी में जो मैं आपको रेगुलरली पूछ रही हूँ. सो 1/4 pi epsilon 0 इज इक्वल इनटू Q1 Q2 अपॉन R स्क्वेयर. मैग्नीट्यूड में कोई चेंज नहीं है, बस सिर्फ एक चीज़ में फ़र्क है, दैट इज़ R12. दिस इज़ R12. नाउ क्या रिलेशन अभी आपने लिखा था? दैट R21 इज इक्वल टू माइनस R12 या R12 इज इक्वल टू माइनस R21. देन ड्यू टू दिस फार्मूला, what is the relationship between F12 and F21? Magnitude is equal, but फ़र्क क्या है? सिर्फ डायरेक्शन का. They are acting in opposite direction. If this force is acting towards positive x-axis, then this force is acting towards negative axis. That's why this is the relationship between the two forces. They are repelling each other and their direction is opposite. Same here. This is F12 and this is F21. Again, they are repelling each other and they are acting in different directions, in opposite directions. So they form electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges is forming action and reaction pair. Let's see it. This is F12 and this is F21. ये चार्जेस आपने कहाँ रखे हैं? When we are using this formula, can you say कि चार्जेस आपने कहाँ रखे हैं? Of course, charges are kept in vacuum. Next one. One positive and one negative charge is taken. That's why Q1 and Q2 is less than 0. Again, distances are, distance from 1 to 2 is R12. The forces, now this time the two forces are attracting each other. See, this is force of attraction between the two charges. These charges are kept in vacuum. अभी आपको बोला कि एप्सिलॉन 0 अगर हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली ये चार्जेस कहाँ रखे हैं हमने, वैक्यूम में. अगर हम किसी मीडियम में रखते तो इस एप्सिलॉन 0 की जगह क्या लिखते, एप्सिलॉन, या सिर्फ वी कैन राइट इन प्लेस ऑफ एप्सिलॉन 0 into k. सपोज दे आर कैप्ट इन मीडियम, देन F21 F12 जो भी आप लेंगे वेक्टर फॉर्म में इसको लिख सकते हैं, एंड दैट इज़ 1/4 pi epsilon 0 k. That is only additional thing, q1 q2 upon r square and r12. Next we'll talk about F12 and F21, and they are opposite in nature. That's why negative sign is used here. This is F12 and this is F21. We can rewrite this expression, that is force, in vector form as this one. How? It is due to the concept of unit vector. R12 is equal to R12. Same thing will be applied for R21. उसको आप अप्लाई करके देखिए. It is R, क्योंकि मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ R12 इज इक्वल टू R21. डायरेक्शन से कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. दिस इज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ R12, R21 इट इज़ इक्वल टू R. सो इसको हमने मैग्नीट्यूड को रिप्लेस कर दिया, एंड इन प्लेस ऑफ यूनिट वेक्टर व्हेन वी आर राइटिंग R12, सो एक एडिशनल क्या मिल गया, R. सो इट बिकम्स F12 इज इक्वल टू, एक्सप्रेशन था 1/4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 अपॉन r स्क्वेयर एंड R12. This is F21. This should be F21. So this is R12 unit vector. In place of R12, let us write in place of unit vector R12, let us write 1/4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 अपॉन, ये क्या हो गया अब, R12 यूनिट वेक्टर की जगह हमने लिखा है यहाँ वेक्टर. सो R12 अपॉन व्हाट, यूनिट वेक्टर क्या है, R. ऑलरेडी क्या था, R स्क्वेयर. क्या हो गया ये, R क्यू. There are so many units of charge. They are not in use nowadays. SI unit of charge is, of course, coulomb. So these are different units of charge. This is about relative permittivity or dielectric constant, which we have studied already.